Greetings, fellow collectors. The Curio Hunter here, and today I want to talk to you about Magic the Gathering's Festival in a Box, Las Vegas 2026. So we're talking about Magic the Gathering's Festival in a Box. They've got MagicCon coming up. Actually, I think it's already happened. Las Vegas 2026. These started shipping on April 29th. So shipping has begun for this particular product. But I happened upon it. I don't know if I was just searching for Secret Lair stuff or if I got an email notification. But in any case, I came across the Festival in a Box. And I believe this is maybe only the second time they've done it. I'm not exactly quite sure because I haven't followed this before. I remember seeing it once before, but it didn't hit my radar back in those days. But I believe this launched on the Secret Lair website, which I think capped your order at 2. You can get 2 of these boxes per person. And I think they had a limited supply because it seemed like had to hop in the online queue or whatever to be able to get these. And then when my time came, I had a limited amount of time to check out and stuff. And shortly after I did so, it switched to sold out. So I may have been lucky enough to get my box on sort of the tail end before they were running out of product. And I've done some of these other things where like you're at the end and it confirms it or whatever, but then it says, oops, we actually sold more than what we've got inventory for, and they cancel some of those orders. I don't think Magic has been doing this long enough. I think they've got all those issues worked out. I don't think that is the case. And of course, I did not get any sort of cancellation notice. So I am eagerly awaiting this Festival in a Box. And what sort of caught my attention was the mystery boosters, and this is mystery 2, I guess, because I had seen the first one and it intrigued me, and I didn't realize what it came from. And I think it came from the first Festival in a Box, or at least last year's Festival in a Box. So one thing got some notes here. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this particular product, and then when it comes in, I'll do sort of another review. I might not open it, but I'll at least show off what it looks like and go from there, and probably talk a little bit about investing in Magic the Gathering Festival in a Boxes and stuff like that. So in this particular product, there's a number of different things, and I'll try to just zoom it in here, although I can't see what I'm showing you very well, but the Mystery Booster 2 is probably the headliner. It's got 24 packs, and it pulls from nearly 200 different set symbols. Hard to believe that Magic has been out that long, but I think Magic does, some companies more recently, like Locana, do 4 sets in a year. I think Magic does maybe 6. So there's plenty to pull from. They've been around for a while. But it does make every pack feel like sort of a time capsule, sort of a shuffle of Magic's history. Each Mystery Booster 2-pack includes 3 guaranteed oddities, which these are kind of interesting. You get 1 white bordered card, 1 playtest card, and 1 Future Sight frame card, with a chance at 1 of 15 exclusive foils. So there's sort of a chase element baked into every Mystery 2-pack. Viva Las Radcos is the Secret Lair exclusive, so you can't get it outside of this product. And it's fully foil, fully Radcos themed, and of course dripping with Vegas showmanship. The Secret Lair includes 5 premium foils with new art direction. Those are the Talisman of Indulgence, Dark Petition, Lightning Greaves, Beseech the Mirror, and Light Up the Stage, and those are all only available in this box. I believe it's got 2 retro frame foil promos. I think that's Counterspell and Consecrated Sphinx. And that gives the product sort of some real collector gravity, tapping into nostalgia and also high demand staples. In Residence is the playtest card. Includes the beloved Convention Edition Chaos Energy, a quirky, unpredictable card that feels like a behind-the-scenes peek at Magic's design lab. And this entire product is positioned as MagicCon Energy in a box. So for those of us that can't make it to MagicCon, the idea is you buy this product, like I said, it's festival in a box, and so you get to sort of experience that excitement from the comfort of your own home. But really, I think these things become almost instantly collectible. Or we'll see. At least we'll see. That'll be for the next episode or so, but it'll be interesting to sort of go on this journey together. Again, you know, I purchased this with my own money. I'm just like any one of you collectors that are, you know, want to increase their Magic collection, or if the price is right, you know, I got a lot of other things that I'm interested in. There's always the potential to sell this off and then use that funds to invest in other collectibles and stuff like that. We'll see. There's a lot of flexibility here. So yeah, I'm very interested in this particular product. Again, it was limited to 2 per customer, so it does have sort of some slight built-in scarcity. And of course, there's some long-term sealed appeal, like we mentioned. It did sell out pretty quickly. And that it also sort of reinforces the trend that these festivals in a box sort of become instant collectibles. The Mystery Booster 2's design mirrors the original Mystery Booster philosophy. That's chaotic, nostalgic, and unpredictable, but with a modern twist and some new chase elements. And that's why I think people really like these mystery ones. I had seen some on eBay, mystery packs, and they were expensive. And I was thinking to myself, like, what's the deal? And I didn't understand, excuse me, back in those days what this mystery thing was all about. But now I have a better understanding of what they are and why they command sort of that premium. This product ties directly into MagicCon Las Vegas 2026, so it makes it a time-stamped collectible tied to a specific event. Again, that's a detail that collectors love when they're thinking about the provenance of different collectibles. And of course, the Red Coast theme is a perfect fit for Vegas. It gives a strong narrative hook. It gives you that showmanship, spectacle, drama, and late night draft energy. So those are my notes on Festival in a Box Las Vegas. I expect this to be arriving anytime soon, and so we'll meet up again, and I'll at least show you what the sealed product looks like, and we'll talk a little bit then about maybe sort of investing in these Magic the Gathering Festival in a Boxes. Again, I'm new. This will be the first one I've ever bought, so we'll sort of experience this together. Let me know in the comments, is this something that you got in on? Are you excited for this? Have you gotten them before? So yeah, let me know. Hopefully you liked this sort of content. This is one of my shorter Curio's Collector Corner videos, but if you like this sort of thing, give this video that thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to the Curio Hunter channel, please do so. It's what helps the channel to grow. And of course, ring that notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I put out. I think that's all I've got for you for this time. So until next time, happy collecting.